Hi, I'm John Pavlak. Welcome to Delaware, Ohio, and welcome back to Ion Harness Racing presented by Trackmaster. The 68th edition of the Little Brown Jug, second leg of the Pacing Triple Crown, will be contested here this afternoon. 19 sophomore pacers will race for a purse of over $552,000. In the first division of the first heat, Vegas Vacation, the overall jug favorite, left from post 5 of 6 with driver Brian Sears in the sulky for trainer Casey Coleman.
Down the stretch they come. Vegas Vacation, right catch on the outside second. Brian Sears and Vegas Vacation. 1:15 left.
Lucan Hanover, also from the Coleman barn, was the early choice in the second division and started from post 4 with newly elected Living Hall of Famer David Miller in the bike.
Stretch they come. Lucan Hanover with the lead. Coming on the outside, deep memory second.
Sunfire Blue Chip, who beat Vegas Vacation in the Delvin Miller Adios, drew post 3 in the third elimination and had the services of driver Yannick Gingras. We'll have the results of the second and possibly final heat later in today's show. This coming Monday afternoon at the Meadows, DW's New York Yank, trained by Ron Burke, will be time trialed between races in an attempt to set a world record under saddle. Doing the riding will be noted jockey, fashion model, and reality TV star Chantal Sutherland-Kruse. Recently, I spoke to her via Skype. Chantal, first of all, welcome to Ion Harness Racing, and thanks for taking time and talking about next Monday's record attempt. First of all, how did the record attempt come about, and why did you decide to accept the challenge?
It came about through my father and his good friend Gary Martin. Were approached by Heather Wilder and asked me if I'd be interested in doing this event.
What experience did you have with horses while growing up, and did you have any experience around standardbreds?
Yes, I grew up more with a standardbred background. My father was his hobby. I've only ever gotten on the bike with my dad and on the bike by myself. And yeah, so we've always had horses in our life, but went to the standardbred racetracks with my dad. And yeah, that's how I do have quite a bit of knowledge of the standardbreds.
Despite the background with standardbred, you decided to become a thoroughbred jockey. Why?
I was in university and I always loved riding horses. And then I just, as a summer job, I was galloping thoroughbreds on a farm. This was one of my dad's really good friends named Mike Colton, who passed away, I think a year ago now, from cancer. But anyway, he taught me how to ride thoroughbreds, and after I got that, I got this itch, and I was going fast on them, and I kind of enjoyed that more than the hunter jumpers. And told my dad I wanted to be a jockey, and he about fell over, and then that's it. I'm pretty stubborn and pretty persistent, and I just went for it.
Now, of course, this record attempt is going to be around 3 turns on a 5/8 mile track at the Meadows. Julie Crone, with the great Moneymaker, set a record at the Red Mile a few years ago. Are you familiar with that? Have you seen videotape, and what did it tell you?
Yes, I saw a videotape, and I watched her. I was quite impressed with how she was able to really be aggressive on the horse, and she even took out her whip, and I heard her kind of yelling at the horse to encourage him to go. My concern is I don't want the horse to break stride, so I think, and I asked her myself about that, and she says you'll feel it, you'll get into a rhythm. Julie also told me that it will make you tired because the jogging of the horse and that rhythm is a little not as smooth as thoroughbreds, so it puts a lot of stress on your thighs. So we'll see what happens.
Now, have you thought of any strategy at this early time?
Well, I think like with anything, and I just want to really get to know him, the horse, and see his personality, and then also try and get the most out of him without getting him too tired early.
Very good. You'll have one benefit, of course. They say jockeys have stopwatches in their heads. You won't need that because there'll be infield prompters telling you at each quarter mile what the time will be. Do you think that will be a help to you?
I think it'd be something I'll watch or look at. Even though we all say we could do a certain time or the horse needs to be hitting a certain time at a certain point, I also have to, realize that I'm not taking too much out of him so that he doesn't get too tired and slow down. So it's, I guess, that fine line of knowing when I'm using him up just enough on the edge where he's using to his max, but not getting tired yet. So.
Well, thank you and good luck. Our cameras will be there at the Meadows to record history. I'm certain you'll do very well.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited for it.
EmpireCityBets.com, a website created by the horse player for the horse player, offering live race video and huge rewards for playing. EmpireCityBets.com offers secure and user-friendly phone and online horse wagering. Visit EmpireCityBets.com to enjoy many free services, including video streaming, race replays, results archives, and more. Sign up today and receive a $150 deposit bonus. Visit EmpireCityBets.com today.
Among the stakes on today's jug card, the $60,000 Winbak Farm Pace drew plenty of notice, given the field comprised of top free-for-all pacers.
Going for the lead, our lucky chip. Rock and roll dance, Head Rock second. Down the stretch, this is about a week over it had. A rock and roll dance, Head Rock on the outside. A rock and roll dance, Head Rock on the outside. Head Rock! 148, 1
From where I was sitting when David Miller pressed the button, he went. What is inside that horse that makes him go when he's asked?
He just loves to do his work. He's got a great attitude, very athletic, and he's shown that all year long. He's been just ultra consistent. Each week he's shown up. He's never thrown a bad race. Some races are better than others, but you can never say he's thrown a bad race, and he showed up today.
Recently you set a record for most training wins since like 1991 or something like that. Where does this one rank?
Oh, this is definitely up there. It's Delaware. It's my home. It means a lot.
Now, be honest with me, you had to be a little bit nervous when he didn't get the lead in the first turn.
I was. They were riding so tight in the first turn, and there were no holes, and I was concerned. I thought going that fast there might be a gap or a hole, and everybody was keeping up, so David had to make a decision to turn him loose, and he said he would have retook if Tim had backed into him a little bit. Tim kept going, so he elected to set the 2-hole.
Trackmaster's Harness Pro is the most unique and powerful harness handicapping tool available on the market today. There's no software to download or install. Simply and easily handicap from any PC, Mac, or tablet computer using a web browser. Visit Trackmaster.com to become a Harness Pro. Trackmaster has again provided us with platinum picks for the Ion Harness Racing Race of the Week. Here are this week's Trackmaster Platinum picks for the $275,000 Milton Stakes Final for pacing fillies and mares at Mohawk Racetrack.
Harness handicappers, this one's for you. Trackmaster Harness Pro is the most unique and powerful handicapping tool dedicated to harness racing on the market today. It's a combination of all the features found in sophisticated handicapping software, all conveniently presented as a web-based, all-in-one handicapping utility. The only product you'll ever need. Trackmaster Harness Pro has these exclusive features: top performers, graphs, power ratings, sortable statistics, PDF race programs included. Trackmaster is your complete source for harness racing information. Trackmaster Harness Pro for the serious player.
3 very interesting eliminations in the little brown jug. 3 winners, all in World Championship time. And so, in the draw, taking the rail was Lucan Hanover, who will be driven by David Miller again. Vegas Vacation will start from post 2 for Brian Sears. Corey Callahan will take Resistance Futile, who also won in World Championship time, from post position number 3.
Urbanite Hanover passed out of the gate and grabs the racetrack. Coming to the first half, it's Urbanite Hanover with the lead. Lucan Hanover pops up second, but goes back to the power. No room. 27 and 2, third panel. Lucan Hanover right top. Down the stretch. The little brown jug goes to Winbak Vacation. World record. for geldings.
Casey, back to back.
Back to back's pretty sweet. Doing it once is sweet. Twice is just unreal.
On this horse.
Anthony Beaton and Phyllis.
That's worth a lot of money.
Was he fighting you a little bit at the half? He didn't seem to be really good gated coming down in front of the grandstand first time.
Yeah, you know, I had more trouble in the turns actually than the straightaways. But once I got him in the straightaway and got him rolling, then you know I knew he was set. And then when I could rate him outside and not really have to push him through the turns, I knew he was good. And I thought I could get by that horse before the last turn, so I cleared, and then I was able to grab him back up, get him through the turn, and then let him pace home.
You're going to call Mom and Dad down in Florida, I'm sure, in just a moment as soon as I shut up. What are you going to tell them, or what are you going to say?
You know, this is a big day for them. They've been wanting to see me win this race for a long time, and it just hadn't been my day, and today it was. So it's great to get it done.
So Little Brown Jug number 68 is in the record books, and what a day it was. It was the second for Casey Coleman, the first for Brian Sears, and each one of the 4 dashes accomplished in world record time. I'd like to thank Rich Johnston for his hard work on today's show and invite you to join us next week. We'll look ahead to Grand Circuit racing at the Red Mile and have a great interview with John Campbell, the Hall of Famer and president of the Grand Circuit.